Welcome everybody, another Yava-Coco Productions video. Today what we're going to talk about is how to make one of these greenhouses. This is a process that Lovie and I took just a little over 3 weeks to accomplish, and we'll go through the entire process from start to finish as to how we actually created this in just 3 weeks. Our initial desire was actually to prevent animals from getting into our crops, as we've been struggling over the last couple of years with things like deer and skunk devouring pretty much everything we have, as well as grasshoppers. Now traditionally, folks, you would end up seeing a rounded hoop house that's about 8 foot by 10 foot. What we realized was we have terrible ground situations with a lot of rocks and not anything even to work with. So we decided that we were going to do it insanely inexpensive like. We did have some leftover equipment and product from our gardening for the past 4 years, so that allowed us to kind of sneak out without having to buy too much stuff. How this really looks. This is how high it is. So it's right around my hips, 3.5 feet. 3.5 feet. The corner is wrapped. I get it wrapped, the plastic's wrapped around it, so there's no gaps, and it's all the way down to the bottom and around and wrapped nice and tightly. And then all the way across here, I'm going to actually connect these pieces. I'm going to connect them like I did over here, which you'll see with this. That way they're stable and stationary right here. This is what it looks like inside so far. Got the nice angle, a couple of pallets, and the door just set up so that you can see what it's like. So yes, it's inside and the latch is inside, but we have the ability to take a little rope or something right here and be able to pull up and release the door so that it opens. Okay. First phase of the door is getting it to fit. So I just put the latches on the left side because. But check this out. Nice gap in between, opens and closes without a problem. Next phase will be cutting it in the half piece where we need it, and then adding 2 bottom middle pieces right here. This is what a finished pallet greenhouse looks like when you have very uneven land. Take a look, take a look. Nana Pants fixing up some edges. Yay! So look outside. Not too shabby. It's about 7.5 feet tall. Roughly 10 feet wide and 12 feet in length. But it's plastic, it's all the way down. You can see the pallets and you can see the unevenness, but we managed to work around that. We have our nice little door and window. We have ventilation, things like windows popping open and giving us ventilation. A nice door option. We have plastic over it for the winter. We have the separation piece here, so it's really cool. Morning one of having our greenhouse closed, not 100%, but it's about 95%. But we're gonna fix some windows and stuff like that. But take a look. We got the sun beating down in it right now. It was 20 degrees, about 22 degrees this morning outside. Looks like it's already warming up with just a little bit of the sun coming in. So we're liking that. I put the insulation on, but I had to adjust the door lock because it's now snug. On the bottom, sides, all the way up, all the way down. All right, folks, outstanding. We have finished the 95% of our greenhouse. Outside is done, inside is mostly done as we come and take a look. This is exciting. It took us a while.
Making it a little bit simpler than we had it.
Yeah, less than a month actually. It took us 3 weeks to do this. So we have a double door, switches, it's options to open and close top or bottom. But for the winter time, we have it all covered in plastic so that it's airtight and gives us all the heat we need. Inside, ta-da! Bigger than your average greenhouse, because usually people will make 8 foot by 10 foot. We have more like a 9.5 foot by 12 foot, which made it, of course, stupidly hard to find the right pallets and wood to be able to create things like these framings. Now, Laura Lee's going to show you our ventilation system. It's really kind of cool. We have these 3 little L screws. Go ahead and undo them and just show people how we can open the windows to let ventilation come through. Now, as she does that, I'm going to show you the back ventilation. It's a nice triangle, and it's got the same concept. We have a L screw here and one down below, and that allows us to just keep that one in place. And as she turns that,
simple for me.
Yep. We have it resting, and look at that. We have this nice screen, like a mosquito net screen. We have perfect ventilation coming through, and the wind will go all the way across through the greenhouse and giving us our ventilation. So this is one of our beds. It's going to be an 8 foot by 2 foot bed. We're going to use this winter for lettuce. We're going to split it down the middle and grow something on the back side and something on the front side. And a couple other pieces. We do have electrical and water tunnel right here that we've created, and it has a rubber flap on it, so the rubber flap opens and it'll close all the time. So we'll always have it closed in case, you know, to prevent critters. We also do have a thermometer here that we're going to be replacing with a remote thermometer system. So we're going to have a gauge probably hanging somewhere on the rafters here, somewhere, and we'll have the remote system up in the bedroom or bathroom to let us know what the temperature is and the humidity, and compare it to yesterday and the day before and the day before and such. So it's kind of cool. Now, we didn't do a traditional arch. As you notice, hoop houses usually have like a rounded concept. Well, I think I said earlier, we don't have a standard size. So 8 by 10 was not going to work for us. So we had to make this neat little peak that we have up here. So it's kind of cool. And another benefit to that is if it does snow, the snow is not going to stick on the top and it's just going to slide down the sides and give us some insulation on the ground. So it's really dynamite. So congratulations, baby. We made a greenhouse.
I'm excited. I can't wait to grow.
I know, it's only like days away. We're going to start in a couple of days. Yep, beautiful. Thanks, folks. Love you all. Thank you for being a part of this. So, folks, we look forward to showing you the futures of our greenhouse. We're really excited about being able to share what we can grow here in Sedona, Arizona, what kind of things thrive, what things don't thrive. With any luck, we'll be able to provide you guys with an educational piece, and maybe for some local Sedonians and their gardening desires, maybe they'll be able to learn through our mistakes and our fixes. So, again, greenhouse for the year 2021 harvesting.